One can talk a lot and at length about the sacredness of knowledge, but it's important to understand what is meant by the sacredness of knowledge that someone speaks about or imparts. For example, a guru simply tells a story from his own life or a story about a neighbor, like a boy who went somewhere and tried to save someone who was drowning in a river, and the wise guru thoughtfully says, "No, please do not save him." "Why?" the boy asks. "Because in 20 years, that boy, the 4-year-old child now, will grow up and kill many people around him." In other words, he won't be a commander, but a cruel, merciless soldier. So why save him when because of him at his hands many people will die? Well, there is a certain logic to it, right? Although here it seems like compassion. You see, this is truly a profound story, an insightful allegory about precisely how things might genuinely be, right?
No.
No. Again, this is a guru story about how things could be. Why a guru story? Because a guru sees more. I want to say, when I work with people, with those I work with, I always mention one principle: intuition. You should rely on your intuition. Intuition is your third eye. It is what truly sees many, many steps ahead of you. Always rely completely on your inner intuition, that deep guiding feeling. Not everyone has it developed. Yes, of course, not everyone. But you can develop it within yourself. There are many opportunities for development, many ways to develop intuition. So, intuition is what allows you to sense events before they actually happen. It will happen, and logically, the outcome of this event seems pleasant to you. Why is that? Well, because logically speaking, everything is currently predicted to turn out in a very positive and favorable manner right now. However, your deep-seated intuition tells you quite clearly, no, absolutely nothing is truly certain or guaranteed. This is precisely because logic, by its very nature, is fundamentally based upon the limited knowledge and information that you possess and have access to today. But are you sure your knowledge is correct? I'm not sure. And why are you sure? I know a lot, but I'm not confident in my knowledge because knowledge is constantly changing. But intuition remains. That is, what the ether gives you, it moves forward. This is your direction. We're told about many things, that this or that happened as a result of something. I'm talking about the process of déjà vu, right? You experience the process of déjà vu. You can say whatever you want, but there is logic. And in this logic, within the concept of logic, it's assumed that the process of déjà vu is, in principle, a scientifically grounded phenomenon that has certain roots, right? I won't repeat myself. Do you know why? So as not to put something in your head that isn't actually there. Deja vu is an event that you saw in your life many years ahead of time. Let's say for a second, for a split second, you were transported where? You were transported 20 years ahead, 15 years ahead, just for a split second. And you saw it in a dream. It seems to you that it was in a dream. You saw a scene, many years go by, and that scene comes up. There it is, the picture right in front of you, and someone will be telling you something. That this is some kind of scientifically proven fact. No, this is a journey into the future for each of you, but they don't want to tell you about it. Why am I not giving you a definition of déjà vu from Wikipedia or somewhere else right now? Because I don't want to put you into something that doesn't actually exist. But we're told that it does exist. So, a journey into the future. I'll tell you a little story from my own life. Learn from the stories of each person's life. Here, people are telling you stories. Learn from them. I'm not a school teacher and I'm not here to give you knowledge. Like, come up to the blackboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell us this, tell us that. That's dumb, right? It's primitive. Do you know why? No, it'll be clearer to you. I agree. But you see, it's quite dumb and rather primitive because that particular approach simply doesn't give you the genuine chance to truly understand for yourself what precisely and actually happened in that situation. It absolutely does not allow you to truly gain knowledge and understanding on your own, nor does it permit you to draw your own well-considered conclusions about the crucial moments you genuinely need to determine for yourself specifically how profoundly important they are to you personally and precisely what those significant moments actually entail and represent. That's exactly what déjà vu is. So I earnestly ask you, please pay very close attention to your profound and meaningful dreams. They can truly tell you a great deal about yourself and your inner world. Furthermore, always pay careful attention to those sudden brilliant flashes of insight and inspiration that spontaneously appear within your mind. They also give that can't possibly be. There's an interesting insight, but it's so utterly pointless that the wind, you see, my long hair is constantly falling on my face, so I really have to. This truly doesn't give you the proper chance to draw your own considered conclusions. Let's say, for example, I tell you about my dream. I'm just telling you about my dream. So I have this dream. I'm about 13 years old and I see myself sweeping some kind of hall, some kind of, right? It's some kind of floor, some kind of hall, fairly spacious. And in my hands, I have a green dustpan and I'm sweeping little bits of trash into this green dustpan. I really love the color green. I love the color green. And in the gray Soviet country, there were no bright colors, if you remember. Especially not green, but I really love the color green. And here, the dustpan is such a bright light green color. Of course, I remembered it for the rest of my life. Many, many years have now gone by. I have already grown up completely, gotten happily married, successfully graduated from university, and subsequently had a wonderful child. New York. I'm doing a little cleaning, and there's some small trash on the floor. And there I am in our big spacious living room sweeping trash into a green dustpan. And when I started sweeping that trash into the green dustpan, oh, a revelation. I've seen this before. When? Where? But I have seen this. I saw it in my dream. So draw your own conclusions. Never listen to anyone else. Make your own conclusions. It means you visited the future. 15 years ago you visited the future, but they tell you it's just déjà vu. Yes, you visited the future and they showed you your future. Here it is. It's going to happen. If back then you had been able to pull that dream out, analyze it, and maybe walk along the moonlit path there, you would have realized that you ended up in New York. And here you have it, déjà vu, which this is something you need to understand and be aware of. That's why I'm saying again, your intuition, your sudden insight, these are things you need to see, know, and remember. Write them down. Did something vivid happen? Write it down. This is for your memory, so that you understand at the right moment when it comes. Today is the 20th.